Hello, everyone, and welcome back to our English learning channel. I am Elizabeth.
And I am James. It is wonderful to be here with you all today.
Today, we have a very interesting and useful topic for you. We are going to talk about habits.
Habits are the things we do every day, often without even thinking about them.
That is right, James. Talking about habits is a great way to practice your English because it uses the present simple tense.
We will also learn how to use adverbs of frequency. These are words like always, usually, and sometimes.
We have a lot of practice examples for you today, so please listen carefully and repeat after us.
Let us start with the basics. Elizabeth, what is a habit that you have?
Well, one of my best habits is that I wake up early every morning, usually around 6 o'clock.
That is very early. Do you wake up at 6 o'clock every single day?
Yes, I almost always wake up at 6, even on the weekends, because my body is used to it.
That is a good phrase, used to it. Can you explain what that means for our listeners?
Of course, when you are used to something, it means it is normal for you. It does not feel difficult or strange.
I see. So you are used to waking up early. For me, I am used to staying up late.
That sounds like a bad habit, James. Sleeping late can make you tired the next day.
You are right. It is a bit of a bad habit. I'm trying to change it.
Changing habits is hard, but let us look at some words we use to describe how often we do things.
These are called adverbs of frequency. Let us start with the word always.
Always means 100% of the time. For example, I always brush my teeth before bed.
Repeat that sentence after Elizabeth. Listen closely to the rhythm.
I always brush my teeth before bed.
Good job. Now, let us look at the word usually. This means most of the time, maybe 90%.
James, what do you usually do on Sunday mornings?
I usually go for a long walk in the park, unless it's raining.
So, if it is raining, you do not go?
Exactly. But most Sundays are nice, so I usually go walking.
Listeners, try to make a sentence with usually. Think about what you do on weekends.
You can say, I usually clean my house, or I usually visit my friends.
Next, we have the word often. This is similar to usually, but maybe a little less frequent.
I often read books in the evening. I love reading stories.
How often is often, James?
Well, maybe 4 or 5 times a week. So I often read.
Do you read every night?
No, not always. Just often.
Let us practice the pronunciation. Often. Note that the letter T is silent. Off, in.
Often. I often drink tea in the afternoon.
Now we have sometimes. This is in the middle, maybe 50% of the time.
I sometimes take the bus to work, and sometimes I drive my car.
That depends on the traffic, right?
Yes, if the traffic is bad, I take the bus. So I sometimes take the bus.
Then we have rarely. Rarely means not often, maybe only 10% of the time.
I rarely go to the cinema. I prefer watching movies at home.
Rarely means it is almost special because it happens so little.
Listeners, what is something you rarely do?
Maybe you can say, I rarely eat fast food, or I rarely stay up all night.
And finally, we have never. This means 0%.
I never smoke cigarettes. It is very bad for your health.
That is a very good habit to have, or rather, a bad habit to avoid.
Now that we know the words, let us talk about where to put them in a sentence.
This is important. Usually, the adverb goes before the main verb.
Yes, I always eat breakfast. Eat is the main verb, so always goes before it.
But if you use the verb to be, like am, is, or are, the adverb goes after.
For example, I am always happy, not I always am happy.
I am always happy. She is usually on time. They are never late.
Let us do a role play to practice these habits in a real conversation. Imagine we are two friends talking about our health habits.
Okay, I am ready. Ask me about my health habits.
Hi, James. You look fit. Do you exercise often?
Thanks, Elizabeth. Yes, I usually go to the gym 3 times a week.
That is great. I rarely go to the gym. I find it boring.
Really? So how do you stay active?
Well, I always walk to work. It takes about 30 minutes.
That is good. Walking is great exercise. Do you eat healthy food too?
Mostly. I usually eat salads for lunch, but I sometimes eat pizza on Fridays.
I love pizza. I never eat it though because I am on a diet.
And scene. That was a good example of how to use these words naturally.
Did you notice how we mixed the words usually, rarely, always, and sometimes?
Yes, mixing them makes your English sound more natural and fluent.
Now, let us talk about asking questions about habits. This is very common in small talk.
The most common question starts with, how often?
How often do you check your email?
I check my email every hour. I have a bad habit of checking it too much.
How often do you travel?
I travel about twice a year, usually for holidays.
Let us practice asking this question. Please repeat after me. How often do you study English?
How often do you study English?
I hope the answer is, I always study English.
I hope so too. Another way to ask about habits is to use the phrase, do you ever?
Do you ever play video games?
No, I never play video games. Do you ever cook dinner?
Yes, I cook dinner every night. I love cooking.
When someone asks, do you ever, they are asking if you do it at all, even one time.
If the answer is no, you say, no, I never do that.
Let us talk about good habits and bad habits. This is a great topic for conversation practice.
We all have bad habits, things we want to stop doing.
We call this breaking a habit or kicking a habit.
My friend wants to kick the habit of smoking. It is very difficult.
Yes, breaking a bad habit takes time. What is a bad habit you want to break, James?
I want to stop looking at my phone in bed. I look at my phone for hours before I sleep.
Many people have that habit. The blue light is bad for your eyes.
Do you have a bad habit, Elizabeth?
I bite my nails when I'm nervous. It's a terrible habit.
I see people do that often. How can you stop?
I'm trying to be mindful. When I feel nervous, I try to take a deep breath instead.
That is a good strategy, replacing a bad habit with a good habit.
Listeners, think about your habits. Do you have a bad habit you want to kick?
Maybe you drink too much soda, or maybe you procrastinate.
Procrastinate is a big word. Let us explain it.
To procrastinate means to wait until the last minute to do something important.
Like studying for a test the night before, instead of studying all week.
I always procrastinate when I need to clean my apartment.
Let us move on to talking about past habits, things we did in the past but don't do now.
For this, we use the structure used to.
Listen carefully. Used to. It sounds like one word. Used to.
I used to play football when I was a child, but I don't play now.
This means it was a habit in the past, but it stopped.
I used to have long hair, Now my hair is short.
Let us practice this. James, what food did you used to hate?
I used to hate spinach. I thought it tasted gross.
And now?
Now I love it. I eat spinach often.
Listeners, repeat this sentence. I used to live in a small house.
I used to live in a small house.
Remember, if you still do it now, don't use used to. Just use the present tense.
Don't say, I used to go to the gym every week if you still go.
Correct. You should say, I usually go to the gym.
Let us do another role play about past habits. Pretend we are old friends meeting after a long time.
Okay, we have not seen each other for 10 years.
Elizabeth! Wow, is that you?
James, it is so good to see you. You look different.
Yes, I used to wear glasses, but now I wear contact lenses.
You look great. Do you still play the guitar?
No, I gave up the guitar years ago. I used to play every day, but now I am too busy.
That is sad. You used to be so good at it.
Thanks. What about you? Do you still live in London?
No, I used to live in London, but I moved to the countryside.
Do you miss the city?
Sometimes. I used to go to the theater often, and I miss that.
That was a good conversation. Notice how we used used to for things that changed.
We also use the phrasal verb gave up. To give up means to stop doing something, usually a habit or a hobby.
James gave up playing the guitar.
My father gave up smoking 10 years ago.
The opposite of give up is take up.
To take up means to start a new habit or hobby.
I want to take up painting. It looks relaxing.
I recently took up yoga. I do it every morning.
Asking people about new habits is fun. You can ask, have you taken up any new hobbies lately?
Yes, I have taken up gardening. I am growing tomatoes.
Another useful phrase is stick to.
Stick to means to continue doing something, even when it is hard.
It is hard to stick to a diet.
I am trying to stick to my exercise routine.
So we have 3 phrasal verbs: give up, take up, and stick to.
Give up means stop. Take up means start. And stick to means continue.
Let us talk about daily routine specifically. Detailing your day is a great way to talk about habits.
Imagine describing your typical Tuesday. On a typical Tuesday, I wake up at 6. Then I immediately drink a glass of water.
Immediately. That's a good adverb. It means right away.
Yes. After that, I usually stretch for 10 minutes, then I take a shower.
My Tuesday is different. I wake up at 7 and I check my emails while I'm still in bed.
That is that bad habit again, James.
I know. After that, I rush to make coffee because I am usually late.
See the difference? I have a slow routine. James has a rushed routine.
A rushed routine means you do things very quickly.
Another phrase is creature of habit. A creature of habit is someone who likes doing the same things every day. They do not like change.
I am definitely a creature of habit. I like my schedule.
Opinion, being a creature of habit, can be good. It makes you organized.
But sometimes it's boring. You need to be spontaneous sometimes.
Spontaneous means doing things suddenly, without planning.
I am rarely spontaneous. I always plan my weekends.
I am sometimes spontaneous. Last week, I drove to the beach just because I wanted to. Instructional. Let us practice listening. I will describe a person. Tell me if they have good habits or bad habits.
Listening game.
Ready? Go ahead.
This is Sarah. Sarah wakes up at noon, she eats chips for breakfast, and she watches TV for 6 hours a day.
Oh, those sound like very unhealthy habits.
Description. What about Mark? Mark reads for 30 minutes every day, he drinks 2 liters of water, and he always sleeps 8 hours.
Mark has excellent habits. He sounds very healthy.
Application. Listeners, compare yourself to Mark and Sarah. Are your habits more like Mark or Sarah?
It's okay if you're like Sarah sometimes. We all have lazy days.
Clarifying. A lazy day is when you do nothing. Just relax.
Personal, I usually have a lazy day on Sunday. I stay in my pajamas all day.
Pajamas are the clothes you wear to sleep.
We are coming to the end of our lesson. But before we go, let us recap the main points.
First, we learned adverbs of frequency: always, usually, often, sometimes, rarely, and never.
Remember to put them before the main verb, I always cook, but after the verb to be, I am always hungry.
We talked about the phrase used to for past habits.
I used to live in Paris.
And we learned phrasal verbs give up, take up, and stick to.
And finally, the idiom creature of habit.
To improve your English, you need to make learning a habit.
Yes, try to study for just 15 minutes every day.
Consistency is key. Consistency means doing it regularly without stopping.
You do not need to study for 5 hours once a week. It is better to study 15 minutes every day.
Here is your homework for today. Write 5 sentences about your habits in the comments.
Tell us one thing you always do and one thing you never do.
And tell us one bad habit you want to kick.
We love reading your comments. It helps us know you are learning.
Thank you so much for watching and for practicing with us.
Do not forget to like and subscribe for more English lessons.
See you next time. Keep practicing your habits.
Goodbye, everyone. Have a great day.